word that we can I am with you, Father. So as they sup, the vipers, they sup with their rituals and traditions. We're told not do these things, and so we suffer. So thank you, Father, for it says you be persecuted for my Shem, my name. It's Shem. It says Shem, and it says in the word, it says in His word, before they hated you, they hated me. So you're not here to be loved. So thought I'd come in here and spend a moment and sup with those that are in the narrow way. And we toss out the vipers. He said, oh, by showing them to the exit. All right. So we're not to partake. Do not partake. So all this, traditions. So they don't even, their hearts are waxed cold from your word. Even the historical record of this abomination corporation that I live in. So that's okay. It's kind of ironic that Thanksgiving has everything to do with Christ Mass, correct? The eating of flesh, not turkeys, But here we are, 2,600 years into the future. Tense. It's intense, so tabernacles, but you have to know what that is. So he tells us not to sup. It's written on tables, the heart wedding feast of the lambs. How about that? So figure it's fitting. Those that are in the same narrow way, hados. Otherwise, go stick your square peg in somebody else's round hole or whatever shape you're in. So thank you, Father, for the hope of Dash, for the spirit, for those for the narrow. So let's cut off fast, if you will, from the world. So we can't partake. Do not partake. He tells us don't sup, don't partake. Come out of her. Be in it, but be not of it. Remember in Amos, it tells us we don't partake of these celebrations. Jeremiah, same thing. Their traditions, their celebrations, their customs are vain. So we're not to do these things, but they insist. So like a cyst or something, like a wart or something. I don't know. It must be kissing frogs or something. I'm not sure. They're going to turn into a prince or something. All right, anyways, off on my own little mind wander there. But anyways, he tells us do not partake. Remember, Mass says the eating the human flesh. So, careful what you partake. Do not partake in drive-thrus or something. You should probably be a little weary of convenience. Cities, broad is the way. Notice all the narrow is the way. Narrow is the word hados. That means to be in the same narrow way. He said, I am the way. Hados, I am the way to Father, right? So, to prepare a house. It's a house of many rooms, many, there's, right? Because of all flesh under this covenant. But not everybody. Let's not get it perverted. We want to do any perverted religion in here. So, no religion allowed. Religions are vain. Father's the Word. Father doesn't come from some stars. He is the Word. He spoke the star. He created the stars. How does he come from the stars when he created the stars? Talk about a bunch of bumbling idiots falling for their eyeballs or hearsay. See what I'm saying? You get the same taste in music? Probably not. Remember? Maybe you do. Eat your kids, right? I mean, well, bleach kids. Eat your nuggets. Which flavored chicken masse would you like? So the chicken, how about liquid chicken? Eat eggs? Like a McMuffin? Oh, I don't eat pork, so I don't do McMuffins, or I'll do I'll do make anything at that, yeah. Like A-E-I-O-U, your barnyard Jesus. E-I-E-I-O, get it? Barnyard Jesus. There's no vowels in Hebrew, so stop it. Stop playing with yourself. Adding and taking away. So, take your erection, Jesus, somewhere else. Twisted in here. That's the word pervert. So no perverts in here. No poly meaning many, tick meaning blood suckers, red or blue suckers, like lollipops. Remember? Like a lollipop. She makes me want to lick the wrapper. So, better be careful. Old McDonald had a chemical McPlant. Did you eat a McFlay, a McNasty? She had the McMackerel or the McShark. How about that? Jaws, get it? These people be talking out the side of their neck, but that's all right. Or something like that. Jaws. Jacking, remember? Jaw jacking. All right. So, all right. Remember the rebirth of your teeth? Gnashing of teeth. So they're jumping on some McShark or some McMackerel, some play McNasty. What's in that? It's not cod. All right, never mind. I sold meat, so I know. You cast in the back of my truck, remember? Catch seafood. You see, you eat, whatever you're told. So imagine being elite right now going, do we just feed them their kids? And Americans reaching for your Mexican cabinet. There's not enough beef to supply even the single chain of the golden arches. So golden. On the age of clay, you silly rabbits. Yeah. You can hop on out of here. Hop on over to the king. Maybe you can get your flame broiled. So, hey, at least they mold. So, the ants will eat the whoppers. I'll tell you that. We just got at least, we try to keep the alethi and the truth in here. Five Guys, whatever, but the bugs or the birds or the trees or the bees or the animals. I don't even know if time takes away a McShark. I mean, a McRib. A McRib. You guys ever heard of the McRib dad? It could be a McRib mom. The McRib dad. You know the McRib dad, he shows up out of nowhere. He wants all the glory. He wants to, take the kids out, do all the, he wants all the glory, and then gone. The McRib dad. I apologize. I had to laugh about that, but the McRib dad. Hey, it could be a mom too, the McRib mom. So, all right. Hey, gotta ask. Well, never mind. Just it's quite silly. McRib. I make not, I can't eat pork, so there's no way I make rib. That's supposed to be pork? Maybe that's where all those, how many hundreds of thousands of children go missing every year in the Children's Services Division. That's not nice, but I don't know. Hey, maybe they just go to Trump's Island. No, we don't do turkey, so I don't celebrate, so I rebuke any celebration, and it's repulsed. Remember, he slaughtered all the people here because they were not natives; they were Satanists, like Egypt going after, like Christians going after gods of beast and man and birds and heads of, it's the same pole worship. It's transgender mixing. They like to mix, mixing truth to a lie. So no, it's just still, I'm just trying to make you understand, it's really related to Christ Mass, because the celebration of the Masses, the eating of human flesh, and under they came here and formed this nation. So Thanksgiving is Christmas. I mean, I understand Jamestown. Here, you have some blankets. Go to sleep. Well, be warm. Go to sleep, right? So, well, Father, we needed to, Father, not we. What, do you have a mouse in your pocket? Father cleared out this nation because they were pagans. They were heathen. They weren't natives. The Chinese, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue 1492. So followed by the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Marina. Remember Santa Maria. What's wrong with you? Santa Maria. And they, that was 1492. The Chinese were here in the 14th century. So, yeah, so no, I just say try to remind and say I correct myself too. See, I make mistakes. I'm still a mistake. I'm living proof that birth control doesn't work. Apparently, my parents didn't want me. Father had another plan for me, didn't he? So, all right. Anyways, so, well, two ways: the broad and the narrow. So, he's got the key to the wide gate. So, that's most people go to hell. So I have to correct myself as well often. So, he said, refine. With the word, he's the word, Hokadash, spirit. The word was spoken into existence, correct? It wasn't created by balls in the sky or gods that are, Father is not in the sky. So, but anyways, we make correction because asses can't learn. Father, he created the Hamashiach, and he would hear in flesh would say, the word became flesh. He would say, you're brutish in nature, brute beast, but I'm not saying you. I a little stubborn, we get set in our ways. Remember, broad is the way that leads to the wide gate, narrow. So appreciate you coming in. So, Turkey Day, we need to remember that this day has everything to do with the reason why this nation was formed. It didn't just start, obviously at Jamestown, those first 13 colonies, but my point is that they came over here celebrating, right? No, fleeing the celebration of the sacrament of the Mass. They said, here, have some blankets, be comfortable. Go to sleep, because Father allowed the genocide. They're not Native Americans. I don't know anybody else that will tell this to you, but Father made me this way. That's probably why I suffer. But that's what he said. Before they hated you, they hated me. So you'd be persecuted for my Shem, my Agape's sake. So sake or stake? No, anyways, for Christ's sake. But Christ's a pagan term, by the way. But yeah, pagan and not written in the text. So neither is Lucifer, rapture, planet, Jesus, Christ. These are all words that are never written in the text. But people say, oh, I can say that. Okay there, Jimmy Crack Corn. Hey, you little corn syrup Jesus. Whatever. Who's your corn daddy? Sugar daddy? I'm not sure. It's in all of everything. So, you could just, I told you they probably, how much corn syrup can one man take? All right, never mind. Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care. Can't serve two masters. Your master's dead to me. You know the difference between an idiom and an idiot? Probably not, but that's okay. Moving on with the show. And the four corners of the round table, huh? All right, your eyes, remember? Left brain, right brain. You might have to focus on the hemisphere. Sphere, you fear or sphere? You had a ball spinning on a planet. Doesn't say planet. Where does it say planet? Tell me which text says planet. Interlinear Textus Receptus is what I'm the only accepted text that all accept. But go ahead, any of your little translated versions of your little bibble, babble, cycle, Bible. Babble. Mystery Babylonian. You speak American? You surely don't. Why fear? What do you fear? You only fear. He said, those who fear the Lord. Well, only those that fear the Lord. There's three books. There's the book of life, there's the book of judgments, and then the book of remembrance. Ask any of your deacon, reverend, pastor, and pastor. What's wrong with me tonight? I don't know. Tonight, I want all of you tonight. All right. So deacon, reverend, he said, call no man reverend and bring him here. I'll see if we can refine him. Like a refiner's fire, he said, we must be like silver. Got to be burnt for a long time in a hot fire flame, to be put under torch, pressure, fire, like compression. That's the word theolobos, to be pushed from both sides. Well, theolobos, that's theolobo, noun, theolobos, verb. So, apologize. My Greek is not the best. I told you I'm not some kind of perfect saint. So, the word servant. I serve the word Kodesh. The word became flesh. That is the Hamashiach. That is the Hebrew word for Messiah. One they hung from a tree, not a cross. So, there we go. Los Lobos keep your... Never mind. Better not say that. Remember that term? All right, Los Lobos. Or slow. I'll have to do that one for him. Do you guys remember? Los Lobos kick your balls into outer space. All right, had to go balls like beach balls or like P.O.Box Dodge, Long Beach Freeway, Firestone exit, Southgate. And that's the truth, Alethea. So remember a little bouncing, follow the bouncing ball? You got to be from Southern California to understand that. Maybe eat, not Whoppers. How about Fat Jacks? It's the best meat in town. If you can't eat it, beat it. You know anything about Fat Jacks? How about Pup and Taco? It shows your Taco Tuesday. Hey, send us pictures of your greatest taco. Keep it clean here. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for coming in. So, what's your favorite kind of taco? Everyday taco. I only eat tacos on days that end in Y. All right. Moving on. Like a herd, like a goat. Hey, BB. Why? Uh-oh, BB. No, I'm not BB. Remember? He called BB called Mr. Warp Speed the King of Israel. Mr. Warp Speed. Get it? Godspeed or Warp Speed? Oh, no more jingle? No more jingle? Jingle, jangle, like Bojangle. How about that for some chicken? You need liquid chicken? All right. I don't know what I'm on tonight. I'm on the sick Ricky. All right. Gonna eat some greasy fat cheeseburgers. That's probably what it was. I ate some red meat. So kind of gets me charged like Berkey water. Berkey and red meat. Now that's a good diet right there. So you're on a diet? Well, what color is it now? Get it? Diet? So, oh no, let's not talk about chickens without a heartbeat or without a bone grown in a laboratory vat. Your chip chicken? Chip chicken? I warned you about that on this channel, did I not, Nathan? And told you anything that's I did. I told everybody on this channel, if it's not on the bone, stop eating it. Go back and look at the Duke. Go back. At least a year ago, I've been telling all you guys, stop eating. I told you it was making me sick. I don't eat chicken. I only eat liquid chicken that I raised. Remember, I just ate chicken that... So pastor knows something, huh? No, I'm not a prophet. Prophecy was fulfilled the last, remember? Not a broken bone in his body, the unblemished sacrificial lamb. They ate lamb, not chicken. But anyways, yes, poor. Yeah. Thank you, Marissa. So, guys, I was telling you that in here on this channel a few times. But thank you, few. You know, Olegas, a few, puny number. I think I said it multiple times, but thank you, Sabrina. I made sure. I don't eat chicken. We made a pretty big deal about it. But thank you at least for having a hearing here. At least a three more. Sorry, never mind. Times. But I said it felt like at least 100. I have. I told you my son doesn't eat chicken. He can't eat that chicken who do nothing like it lift weights. Remember? This meat chickens, this stuff, you know, but that's okay. Thank you, Sabrina, for hearing it a few times. It's okay. I'm like a rhythm, remember? You're an Inuit. You'd understand that. About a chant, I'm not trying to be like that. I feel like we have a relation. I'm old, so I care. And remember, I'm not an Inuit or anything like that. I'm older than that shit, you know, whatever. But anyways, you hear me. But, you know, like a chant, a beat, a mantra. They used to do this as a cycle. It's part of their... Never mind. I understand your culture, but remember, I don't do race. So anyways, no racist. Don't be racist in here. Yeah, kind of a little bit silly like that. I'm a little... There you go. Thank you. It's a musical thing. And then when you do that, it becomes a cycle, like a rhythm is the night. All right. Like Donkey Kong to the break of dawn. I got it going on all night long. Like a chant, a mantra, a rhythm. Remember? The rhythm is the night. Yo, yeah. All right. All right. This guy like tossing down barrels instead. All right, so thank you, Marissa. You understand what I'm saying. It does. It beats it in your ear hole, like your eardrum, like a barrel, like bongos. Get it? Donkey Kong into the break of dawn. So, yeah, rhythm is the dancer. It's a soca band. Rhythm. That's all right, because that's the other one I do. Yes, absolutely. Like a jukebox, remember? So, but either way, that does. It beats it in your brain because you know, remember, I've told you this. Think about this. Let's pull back just a little bit. Distinguish the words from the trees. Now, listen. To have your ear hole, drum open. If they beat you, no, I have that in a couple of days. I'm probably going to get thrown in jail. Guys, I got to be real. Hold on. We'll have that talk in a minute. I'm trying to, and the rhythm is the night. That's why I try to get burgers, because it might be squares. So, but let's go back to the conversation. What I'm saying is, they beat this. Remember, how many people do you think can quote scripture? And I'm not some great person because I can quote the scripture. Well, I got to be 100% with you. My attorney didn't call me today, being it's Turkey, Black Thanksgiving. Oh, wait, that's tomorrow, Friday. It's Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. I'm okay. I'm preparing to go to jail, so you know. So, because my attorney hasn't called me, so I don't even know what I'm facing. I won't have any witnesses, guys. And I don't mean to go there. I got to just call you guys out real quick because I love you. Nobody came to be there at my trial. Nobody from this channel is even showing up. And I love you, brothers and sisters. Just I don't expect anybody to come here. Dangerous hanging around me. So, but anyways, it doesn't matter what happens to me. Father already wrote whatever's going to happen to me. So don't worry about that. But if I beat your brain enough, I can beat something in there like music. La musica de los Pink Floyd. How about we'll get them up against the wall? So, I don't think it'll be around much longer, but that's okay. I'm ready to die in this year. Remember, I already told you, 37, 52, 37. My dad was born in 1952. He died at the age of 37. I've just turned 52 years. I'm a lot older than that because I'm eternal. Remember, by the way. So, but I was born in 1973, so this is probably going to be my last year on this rock, and I'm okay with that. But if not, I'm going to make it to be a lot longer, at least 50 plus years. So that's what the few people have told me. So I'm ready to do either way. I'm okay with whatever happens to me. Nothing is going to happen to me that Father did not already write. No man is going to do anything my day of death is already written. So try to remember that. All things ever written, everything not written, everything that ever was, good and evil. Father creates Isaiah 45:7. He creates evil, calamity, and chaos, and he creates everything that ever will be. So nobody's going to do anything to me that Father hasn't already written. I stand in faith. I've lost everything else other than, well, I don't care about the physical. I'm real. I'm ready to take this thing on the road. Let's do this. So Father unchains me. If not, I'll be doing the same thing when I get locked up. It could be the death of the meme, and that's okay. There's a lot bigger fish to fry here. Obviously, if you paid attention to this case, it's weird that the attorney won't call me. He won't talk about my son or anything about I'm going to a trial with a witness, guys. I don't have any witnesses in my favor. I have no witnesses to call. I'm going there in front of the police. They're just going to throw me in front of it's not looking good for me. It's not. I don't have any wishes. I don't have any wishes, but there's no such thing as luck. So free will or fortune. So, but it's not looking good. Why don't you call your attorney? Because I can't change what's going to happen already. It's not going to do anything. My attorney already called me. I realized already my turkey was cooked when I thought maybe he should call me today, but because I don't do the calendar worship thing, that today is Thanksgiving or stealing or giving, right? Remember? And went, oh crap, he's not calling me today. And then tomorrow's Black Friday. So I don't even know what I'm facing. I don't even know how long, if they convict me or I don't have any idea. It didn't matter that I paid the money. So, yeah, there we go, Marcia. I might beat the case, but I don't think I can win the case. So I'm preparing to go to jail, guys. It sucks, man. But I think that's what happens to me. and I'm okay with whatever happens to me. So it says you'll be persecuted for my name's sake. So I stood up for my son. It's not the end of the world. It's just kind of a bummer that nobody's going to look for Elijah or Adriana. And that's Father means their dead bodies or wherever they're at to be where they're at. So I have to stand in faith, and that's all I have left. I love my puppy, but he took Tango from me recently, and that was a hard loss for me. I was hoping to get a couple more years. No hope, but I don't have hope either. But I have faith, but that didn't work out that way. I'm very glad that I had the funding to try to do everything I could to make it as comfortable as I could be for him his last moments before Father chose for him to. They didn't get that at the doctors too. I said twice, if you go watch the live stream, that dogs don't go to heaven because they don't sin. When a dog's ripping apart a cat because they just ran away or they don't know, and that doesn't mean that's a bad dog. Most dogs won't do that, but same thing with a cat. When a cat's ripping apart a mice and toying with it, and the mice spray, does that make it sinning? Animals don't sin. Dogs don't go to heaven. So, but even his last moments, I tried to, that Father took him when his time is perfection. So, I don't care what happens to me. You know what I'm saying? I hope whatever, no hope, but have faith that Father's going to pull me through this. He always has. But even if it's getting locked up for a little while and filing an appellate case in a federal, so they look at all this, because I'm not going to settle. Okay, I'll give you an understanding of what if I go to jail, I have the right to appeal, but I don't know if I'll ever see that day. You guys got to understand, I've exposed some things. Who else is doing the 923? Who else is exposing as I have? And I'm not saying that this channel is such a huge channel or anything of the sort, but it doesn't matter how much you know. It's how much you care. And I don't say that I'm like the most caring being on this rock, but I carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. So nobody else is exposing this 923 that they're rebranding World War II equals World War III. Attention, I used to work for the government, guys. Let's not fool around and be stupid. They bring nearly 30 men to try to come out here to get me to come out with some kind of gun and have a firefight, because that's what the witness, if they called the witness in this town, multiple witnesses would say to me, what matters is I'm standing in his Shem. You'll be separated. Remember, I come to divide. I separate the son from the daughter, the son from the father, or the daughter. It's the same thing, but the mother from the father. I'm the divide. So he who loves this phileo, this world, more than me, so there's a difference between being famous, and if they write something about me after I leave, then that's infamous. And that may be so. I don't care about that now. I mean, I do. I care more about what they say after I die than anything they say about me while I'm here. That is more important. Because I don't care what people I enter in a room sometimes and upsets the room, upsets the whole apple cart. If my son was here, he could be a witness to that. But I didn't do that. Father made me that way. So my son said they'd write the book of Tracy, and I hated when he said that to me. Told him I'm just a man that loves the word. You have to give glory to Father, because I don't do this. Not by my own will. I don't have the strength anymore to do it. My soul is tired. I gotta go another 50 years if I make it through this next year. I know that. I can't stop serving him. I don't love my son more than me, more than my, this world, I love Father. I love the word. It's the only thing that's kept me going is my faith. I had this discussion today with somebody else. I'm only here by faith. But I have to keep continuing because that's what he did, because I have to be an example, because that's what he did. He said you have to endure to the end to be saved. No matter how hard I make it. He said, Peter, I'm not asking you if you phileo me. Do you agape me? And that, do you do what I did? Will you follow in my image? Will you suffer like I suffered? Will you be thrown and tortured and be beaten and battered and be thrown in a cage? So if that's my destiny, then that's fine. Paul spent a lot of time, guys. If you read the gospel, the 13th apostle, you know how much I love his writings. I constantly talk about Paul's writings. He should be the epitome of anybody who has done horrible things in this rock to know that Father rebukes the hearts of men. As he rebuked Paul's heart on the road to Damascus, he was changed. He never went back to who he was. And we wouldn't have those writings if Paul had lost faith. They stoned him. They threw him off a cliff backwards, and he didn't falter. They threw him off a cliff backwards in his 80s. He wasn't in his 30s like Peter and Paul, and Christ himself was young, 33 when he passed. So I wouldn't make it without Paul's writings. I wouldn't make it out with the gospel. Couldn't do it. I have no strength to do it anymore. Father carries me, sozo, lifts me, picks me up every day, gets me out of that bed, and makes me share the gospel, because that's what he did. He went out, and that's why I'm trying to give up everything I own. So if I get thrown in jail, I'm okay with that. I don't want anything anymore. Nobody would share anything with me. Nobody would come here and share what I have, this American dream, without sleeping. But I'm okay with that. That's what Father did in his timing. So I was talking with Kevin earlier. I can only say, Brother Kevin, I can only judge you. I said it earlier on this, on this ministry. I don't want anything anymore. I don't want to own anything. I'm over the physical. The physical doesn't define who I am. I only want some stability in a horse. I've already told you that. That's what I consider. So my only need is a truck now, and I have the means to do that. So I'm going to try to put some more funding together to buy some more miles, some more reliability. It's all that's buying me. And I don't know, anything can happen. I won't need any money. I'll just put it on my books if I go to jail. So I don't think I'm going to make it in jail. That's okay. I'll make it in jail if they don't take me out of jail somewhere and just whatever. I'm going to face whatever happens to me. I don't care what happens to me. It won't scare me. Death doesn't scare me. My death is already written. Nobody's going to do anything to me that Father hasn't written. When I go to court on Monday, which is unbelievable that I go to court without a witness. That's a total violation. This case is a mistrial from the beginning. So I already talked to the attorney about it, but he doesn't seem to care. It's very Twilight Zone kind of a lifestyle, but it is what it is. Apologize for the tears, but I'm not sorry. I just, it's a bit emotional to think if I get locked up that there's nobody going to be looking for my son or my daughter, but that's the way Father wants it, I guess. I don't guess, I know. So no guessing here, but it'll all work out. All I want to do is give up everything I own and share the gospel. So it doesn't matter how it happens. If it's in a jail cell, it's in a jail cell. I don't know how long. Like I said, I'm not worried about me lasting in a jail cell. Going to prison or jail. I don't even think that'd happen to me. Remember, I'm not even facing that many serious charges, but I think there's a bigger hand with what's going on here. If anybody's been paying attention with what I've been exposing on this channel with this Project Blue Book, but nobody's listening. I know there are a couple ears that hear. I'd apologize. I shouldn't say nobody's listening, but they're going to bring back the tech. They're going to change this economy over to a, tokenized, digitally credit scored, blockchain communism. So it's coming. It's here. It's already here. That's what I'm saying. This reset's already here. So there's nothing they're going to do to me that's not going to, so, no, I have a paid attorney. So I already went through to, it's all right, Marissa. I have things that have fallen deaf to me. So I'm not some kind of, again, some trying to say that I'm sovereign or perfect or above the law or anything of the sort. So I still have imperfections and I'm still working. I'm a work in progress. Okay. So, but it just seems that sometimes, I wish I had something to go off of here, but my attorney didn't call me. Tomorrow's Black Friday. I have no witnesses. I have no witnesses, guys. My son and daughter cannot not be there. That's part of my discovery. That's a Sixth Amendment violation of my right to call witness in my favor, the right of discovery and suppression of evidence. When I said this to my attorneys that said, hey, son and daughter are supposed to be there. They can't, this can't be. He said, well, that's the state's burden to prove that. I said, no, John, that's my Sixth Amendment right. That's a violation. If my son and daughter are not there, it's not a fair trial. I have the right to ask my son, hey, I didn't stop you, right? I didn't physically stop you, because they can't convict me unless I physically stop my son, and I think that's what my attorney's banking on, but I think there's something bigger going on here. He didn't call. I told him, hey, they dropped Adriana's charges because she told him no, go. Those two words, and they wrote her for felony, 3, gave her criminal conspiracy, felony hindering prosecution, and felony interfering with a peace officer. But they dropped her charges. There is no game plan, Marissa. That's what I'm saying. I haven't been told anything. That's what's a little bit alarming to me. Thank you for getting it. Once again, I've been not discussed how long I'll face. Will I go to jail that day? I'm just gonna have to face it and face the music, brothers, sisters. That's is what it is, man. It's just difficult, man. It doesn't look good, and it's okay if that happens. If not, that's great. But I need to then move on and not let this overburden me. And I don't even know where to go at this point because I feel like a damsel in distress. I really do. I'm not kidding. I mean, South America, that place is on fire right now. I mean, I sold the vehicle I had. I can take it now because I don't need to transport with some kind of money and transfer it and go somewhere else and try to start another life if I get away, and they drop this. This country has just annihilated my rights. I don't have the rights of an American. I only have a First Amendment right. It's the only right I have left. They have violated and stripped me of every other right. I'm not the regular American like you all guys are. You have all your rights. I have none. I only have this First Amendment right left. And they obviously, when they hit me in the face with a grenade, were trying to strip me of that right to speak. They were really trying to shut me up, if you think about it, more than anything. So they get me in their midst, and I don't know how. I just don't see how this paid attorney didn't tell me that, hey, you're what? To testify? I have no witnesses. I don't have to testify, guys. It sounds like it's over. I don't mean to go there, but it sounds like it's already over. So it's already decided. Yeah, and I'm not so much concerned, but Marissa, I don't even know where to go right now. And you've seen me because I've been really on, knowing I know I need not to sit here like a duck in a pond. Nobody's here to help me. Nobody's here to be with me. Kevin's here and I'm good. Kevin's going to stay here. And I feel maybe Kevin's all right. There'll be other people here. Kevin has met. There are some people that are here. The neighbor, there's others, so, but I know I need mobility, and just to continue the ministry. And I just want to forget about this for a while. And if this gets dropped, if that's what happens, then I'm going to attempt to locate Elijah. I'm not going to stop doing that. And I'm going to attempt to locate my daughter Adriana. And then if I can find something out, then I'll move forward from there. I have to go right back at that. I'm going to let you know I'm not going to stop doing that. And I don't even care if they throw me in jail. As soon as I get out, I'll go right back to doing that. Not that I love my son and daughter more than father, more than the word, but I have to do that. If you had a kid that you knew that was suffering, you'd want to go to them. I think anybody that's been a parent, it doesn't matter about age, would do the same thing. I would hope, or well, I would think, but so it's hard for me to my knee-jerk animal instincts to take care of my son. He's suffering because of me, and I know that. And my poor decision not listening to him is very costly. So now I'm at a very strange point in my life where I know I need to go, but where do I go at this point? I don't feel like there's anywhere that's safe at this point in time with everything that's happening. And I don't mean to cause alarm, but these shooting of these two National Guards, this shooting of this two, that's not good. It's just more putting down this martial law, so I know I'm going to focus on mobility because I may get stuck here. I mean, it could happen at any time. So my plan is to flee to the woods in a vehicle that I know I can get deep in the bush. It's just the way it is. It is. I have to have not a plan, but prepare, just like I need to prepare to go to jail. So I don't want to stay here. Kevin wants to stay here, and he can stay here. This is his house. I told him everything that's here is his. Use it as his own. He just bought more, more property from me. So I don't know. I'm not trying to hide from the law, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hide. I'm not. I'm either going to jail or I'm not. So I'm not trying to hide from the law. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a record right now. And if they don't convict me, I won't have a record and I don't have to go on the run and then I can return. And I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on the run right now. So I'm not I appreciate your comment. I just, but you can't hide from the law, so to speak. Because remember, they got satellites now, man. They're going to get you anywhere you go. They really do. I'm not trying to, I'm saying, Reaper, I really am trying to race, but there's nowhere you can go. You could leave, you could try to get your little cloaking blanket that guy made and sneak out with just a little axe and pick and try to build when you're out there. They know where you're at. Speak and just do it and, and disappear, sort of. But we're not supposed to do that. We're really not. We're supposed to go out and share the word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're not going to be interesting. Yeah, I've never done. No, I haven't done that yet. Hold on. Hey guys, I got to go put up my birds real quick, and I'm out here at the farm, so I got to go shut their door before the lights. We got a little bit of sunshine out here, or not sunshine, we got a little bit of light out here. The sun went down, so let me do that before whatever. I'm on a farm, so I got to do my part thing. I fed them, but I need to shut the door, so they're all probably in their roost. Everybody's been fed. Cat's been fed. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, get the ladies up there. They put themselves up because they nest at night. What are you doing? Why don't you come over here, brother? So, all right. Like I say, guys, I don't have any witness, so they're not going to call any witness in my favor. It looks like it's just the state showing up against me. You know what I mean? So there's no free will or no odds or no luck, but you know, all odds against me at this point. So, you know, like I said, unless he knows something I don't know, which he's already told me, he thinks he can beat the case. That's why I told him before we took it to court on Monday to posture, he said we'd be before the case and get the district attorney to drop the case, but he didn't do that like he said. So it doesn't give me any confidence that he's going to do what he says he's going to do. So, oh well, man, it is what it is. So he was supposed to posture before we went to trial. Remember, I told you that. So we did. So now I'm going to trial. So I don't have any, that maybe, Marissa, maybe. He said that they dropped Adra on his case of conspiracy, so they have not that charge against me. So, but why would he take it to trial? Why would he drive all the way out here, you know, on Monday to do that? So, like I said, it's just not looking good, guys. I just don't have any kind of thing to grab at here. It's just going downhill fast, man. I've run out of time for them to, you know, drop the case or whatever. It's going to trial, and I don't have any witnesses. I don't have anybody there to support me. Kevin, you know, Kevin will be there. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should just drive myself down there. I don't know. Probably not, because I might end up, I don't want to leave a vehicle down there. Kevin will show up. Kevin will be there. But I don't have any witnesses, you know. So it's just weird. I don't have any evidence. I don't have any witness in my favor. They're not looking at anything other than the evidence against me, brothers, sisters. That's it. I'm trying to be as real as I can with you. The only evidence I have is the evidence against me. Even my own paid attorney's not presenting anything. I don't know what the hell he's going to present, but he's not even presenting or made any attempt to look for my son or daughter. He talked about my dead dog, but he wouldn't talk about my dead son. What the fuck, man? So apologize for cursing. So my mind is just out. I'm trying to keep it together, guys, but if he doesn't call me tomorrow, I have to be there on Monday morning. And he didn't tell me anything that's going to happen, what he's going to talk about, what he said. Might not even have to, I might not even have to go on the witness stand. What? So, sounds like they got another plan for me, once again. But, it's okay. He knows something. I already told you. He said that they can't do that against me, and that's why I said, okay, then posture. Let's get this shit dropped. We don't even need to go to fucking trial, John. Why are we still doing this? I have a son that's dead, John. I need to look for him. Do you understand? A daughter. This is about giving you the money so that I can look for my dead son or daughter, John. You know what is going on here? I need this to get done. There was a delay. Now let's do this. Okay, when we get closer to trial, before trial, I'll posture and we'll get it taken care of. He didn't do that. Now I'm going to trial in 2 days, basically, or 1 day, because tomorrow's Friday. That's it. My goose is cooked, brothers, sisters. Well, I don't know why the fuck would you all the way to trial when I have a dead son and fucking daughter, man. I appreciate you paying devil's advocate, Marissa, but I'm getting a little, what the fuck, man. Every day that goes by, I can't look for my son and daughter. That's what I told him. Every day that goes by, John, I have a son that's on the side of a hill that I think he's dead. John, I think that the state of Oregon is responsible and in on this, and Josephine County has something to do, and Marshall Radenish, John, has something to do with my son being dead or murdered and my daughter being murdered, John. Why would they not go look for my son, John? We'll report it to the state police. Remember, I did. This is insane, man. Thank you, Marissa. I appreciate your devil's advocate here. So, I don't know. I already told him all these things, remember? And he didn't posture like he said he was going to do. There's no more days to go, oh, well, that's it. I go to trial on Monday. That's it. That's it. There's no more, there's nothing. That's it. There's no more days. It's another weekend, don't mean anything. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's not looking good for me, guys. It looks like they're going to railroad me like they railroaded my son because I got my son out. Looks like they're going to go after me. And I think they already took my son and daughter out. So they get rid of me. The case goes away. So love you, brothers, sisters. Like I said, I'll probably do a live stream tomorrow and Saturday. I don't know if I'll do one on Sunday. I might just take that day to spend it with my animal dog, so. That's all I got left is my pants. No, he didn't plea. He didn't take a plea. He went on the run, supposedly. Go on the run. And a yellow fucking Toyota pickup. Yeah, right. So, no worries. I'm a little short here, obviously. I'm just, I thought that red meat would charge me up. I guess I'm already burnt. So I'm glad I bought some hamburger, guys. I'm going to need that red meat, man. I am freaking exhausted. It is what it is. Like I said, I already realized where this was going when I realized that this was, Thanksgiving, when I thought he would call me today, but he's not. And then there's not going to be a communication with this district attorney. I'm going to trial without any witnesses. He didn't even call any witnesses in my favor. So my turkey's cooked, man. So I need to get ready for that. So I'm glad I have some money to put on my books this time. That's all I can tell you. Love you, brothers, sisters. I think this might be some of our last live streams, man. I hope not. I don't want that. I want to go live. I want to get this mobile ministry going and get out of here. I'm tired of hanging here and waiting for people to come be with me, and nobody wants to come be with me. So I'll go out on the road and I'll just share the gospel. I'm ready to give up everything I own. I sold Kevin my land for nothing. I really did. I gave it to him for I gave away the motorcycle. I gave him the other land. I've only been able to sell things off the internet. I can't sell anything on the internet anymore, guys. I can't make my living. You've seen that on the internet. I've been kiboshed, so I'm ready to I'm done with that. I don't need to make a living. That's why Father said, just retire. Don't worry about it. Pay the ministry off. And I did. Nobody's going to come out here. I don't need to make it grow. As a matter of fact, I was talking with Kevin today. I'm done. I don't want to bring anybody here right now. I don't need to. Nobody wants to join me. That's fine. It'll be here 10 years from now. Even if I get locked up or something, anything can happen. I go to jail and beat the snot out of somebody because they're trying to fucking kill me. And I probably won't do that. But you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen in jail. So, all right. Anyways, that my point is that I don't want anything anymore. If you're part of this ministry, I told you that already. I'm just trying to get on the road anyway. So I sold Kevin the land. I could buy a truck today. I already could have took a deal. Just so you know, this all could be done. I could have already taken a deal and not worry about jail or none of this. Just so you know, I'm not doing this out of pride. I'm doing this because I stand in faith, 100% in faith of Father. Whatever he wants me to go to jail, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to try to run and give them some kind of plea agreement either. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to face the music and tell whatever Father has that's already written. So they can't get me for that long, but it might be something a little bigger than that, is all I'm trying to explain to you. And I don't care what it is. There's nothing I've done in my past that I feel like, oh my God, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. No. Even my mistakes, you know. Yeah. Had to wait till Monday till court, right? So that might be the last day, guys. So I'll probably do a Sunday stream. I can't tell you if I will or not at this point in time, but you know, I might be tomorrow, and Saturday might be my last live streams on this channel for a while. So Kevin might pick the torch up from there, if you will. I don't mean to be some Roman games there, if you know what that's all about, passing the torch, but pup give. Maybe I should just smoke a bowl and not worry about it. But not gonna get too much more of that. But it's all right, guys. I just, like I said, either a father's just making it as difficult as he can, for me. And that's okay. It is what it is. I get beat all the time. He's been beating me since I was a child. And it is what it is. I know we all live difficult lives. So I'm not asking any pity. He's really made my life an absolute nightmare. So very few times in my head has ever been above any kind of light or water, as I've told you, where I can even take a breath. So I've drowned most of my life and been drowning. So it's just part of what he does to me, and I don't turn in faith and falter in that. I know that he has a bigger plan for me. So I wouldn't have made it this far if I had, started trying to steer the ship again, and I'd have wrecked it already. So it is. I can't do it. I do it my way. You see what happened. Look what I tried to do with my son. Look what ended up happening. I probably got my son killed because I didn't listen to him, and then I tried to step in and help him, and it just made everything worse. Nothing's got better. It's like, again, I spoke with my ex today, and she's like, why don't you go here? Why don't and I think she got a little upset. I'm like, look, lady, it's already, my father already wrote everything. So calling him is not going to change anything tomorrow. I probably should call him tomorrow, right? Call my attorney tomorrow. Fuck that. What is it going to do to call my attorney tomorrow? Like that's going to change the outcome of Monday? Yeah, right. So what a difficult, but we're days away, guys, from whatever, man. I don't care. I don't care what happens to me. Like I said, at this point, hey, though, something will happen though at this point, and we're already this far, right? At least, at least I am going to trial. The trial's not looking good for me, but at least I'm still going to try. I might get thrown in prison, but at least I don't know. At least something's gonna happen. At least I won't sit after and wait out here for another half, for a decade for people to come out here to the ministry that never came. For people to come be and support me at my trial that aren't going to be there Monday. So I love you, brothers and sisters, but that's just the way it's going to be. I got nobody, no witnesses, nobody coming to be there. So my life is so tiny. It's such as nothing. My life is nothing. I'm glad I have faith and love Father, because there isn't anything here for me. My son too. Nobody cares about him. Not even his own supposed blood family, if that's a thing. But can't believe his own mom won't even try to call me and ask me, and she won't even look at my messages. Maybe it'll all be over soon, brothers, sisters, and I love you, brothers, sisters, so much. If Father takes me out here soon, it's not going to be disappointment. I didn't get cheated, like I said. I don't feel cheated in any way, or like I didn't get into abundance in this life. So that's just the way my life is. And I do apologize for you to have to be a witness to this. This is if any of you are getting what is happening right now, I didn't ask for this. This is what Father wants for me. So obviously you see what I made an attempt to do was to try to help my son, and it just backfired in my face. So I don't know if he's alive. It was just a year and a half yesterday. 547 days is 1.5 years. Last time I saw my son, his hands were in the air and they shot him. So kind of a difficult thing to go through. So I don't think I can take any more grenades to the face, so I'm not trying to be, fight anybody or do that. I'm all done. I'm ready to crawl into a hole and take a dirt nap. So if somebody takes me out, that'd probably be the best thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, but no, absolutely. I mean, he's not done with me. I don't think he's done with me. I think if he was done with me, he would have taken me out that day, that night, that morning, whatever AM at 3 o'clock. He has me here still for a reason. He doesn't have me here for no reason. And I don't think he's done with me. Even if I go to jail, it can't be forever. I mean, and if they disappear me, so what? It has been an absolute abundance, and this ministry has given me something that in my days that I walked this rock, I never thought I'd be a witness to others that were in the narrow way. I couldn't share that with anybody. I've tried and tried, and I have in brief moments in my life, but never found anybody who really loved the word in this life. It seemed like everybody was more interested in the phileo. And I've been there, I'm saying we all have our hobbies and interest and wives and husbands and children and things. And, but, a true, an affection is phileo, but agape is like, people. And I found that here, and I didn't have that. The only other person I've ever known, I'm saying, in this life is my son. He has been such a strong witness to somebody who I don't even understand how he's had things done to him that I've never had done to myself personally, emotionally, or my body that I've talked about in here. And I've had some horrible things done to me, you know what I'm saying? But how he holds on and can bear witness and love the word more than any. I mean, remember I told you, he called me, Dad, I'm not going to prison. Dad, I'm not going to prison. So scared for he's young. He never been grenaded or shot at, or, I mean, he's been through some shit with me, but he's never, there are no guns around him like that. I didn't provide him that life as a dad, but being shot at and grenaded and, I mean, he has had his other incident with me out in the desert, going to try to make fair with somebody when life ain't fair, but it is what it is, he has been such a strong, I talked to him and told him, man, they'll kill you, son, if you wiggle, if you move, if you don't move, if they tell you to do something, do what they tell you. We're probably both going to end up in prison, son. We're both going to end up in jail, and you know this. So I brought your wife here with you so you can be with her, and they're beating you up because they are mad at your dad. And I apologize, son, for that. And you know that. You know that you did those hours. I know you did them. Father knows you did them. So you can't resist these people, son. They will shoot you dead in your tracks. And if you love your wife, you're just going to have to get through this prison sentence, and I will too. And we'll figure it out. We'll have to meet each other on the other side if something happens. Remember, he takes who he chooses. Remember the thief on the cross, son. At the last moment, we don't know. We can't be that. We judge with righteous judgment. Father chooses who he already chose that, even at his last moments. You understand what I'm saying, son? You can't resist these people. And he listened to me, and he didn't resist him, and they still shot him. So I don't know. My son's probably very confused, but I know his last moments with me that I get to spend with him was in terrorizing him with these grenading him. I didn't even know he was grenaded at that point. And my daughter, and then called me and said, Dad, I'm not going to prison, Dad. And I thought, don't go out there, son, and get yourself shot. Holy shit, I'm going to lose my son right here. And I said, son, remember what we said? And I said, the thief on the cross, remember what I said about the thief on the cross? And he said, okay, Dad, I love you. And he went out with his hands in the air, said he was not resisting, and they shot him anyways, son. I don't know. I'm at a loss. It saved his life, but it got him shot, brother, sister. Do you understand? He was shot. You hear me very clearly saying he's coming out, guys. You see me showing my hand so you can see. You see me looking at my son. You can tell he's getting closer to me. You can hear his voice getting louder and louder as he's complying with their orders, and they just shoot him anyways. I can't even imagine what's going on in my son's mind right now. I told him not to resist, and he didn't, and they shot him anyways. And that's not even a part of this case. That's not even what's going to happen Monday, guys. What the hell? My goose is cooked, guys. It is what it is. Father can pull me out of this. He does. He's a waymaker, but I think just going to jail is part of what happens in this case. So I think I can beat the case, but I don't think I'm going to win it. So I think the case was already beat. My case is going to be after. The judgments are going to come after. And I might, you know, so whatever, man. I just really wish somebody would look for my son after I go to jail, so I don't have to sit there and think that nobody's looking for him. But if he's dead, he's dead. Or he's in a safe place, because he's had zero contact with me at all. You know what I'm saying? None. So, you guys, I'm going to try to make something to eat. I am just absolutely crashing right now. I need to get some more meat. I'm glad I bought some, and it didn't be a freaking Jew bagel like I am. I have to be tight with my earnings, because I just don't often be able to sell something. I go several months without selling anything, and I don't have an income. So I spoiled myself, because I thought I might be going to jail. So I bought some hamburger. If you don't mind, give me about 5 or 10 minutes to make something to eat. I've been a short order cook. Shouldn't be taking. It's a little frozen, but I'm sure I can get a couple burgers. I went to the store and bought one too, which is something I don't do very often. So, but I'm a little bit just undernourished. I can feel my body's just. Give me a minute. Let me get something to eat, and I'll feel a little better. But let me make a couple hamburgers here, and we'll continue on with the show. You know, I made burgers, so it doesn't take me too long. Like I said, it's just they're frozen, so it may take me an extra minute to get them prepared. But I got to go out and get the light outside. I'm off grid. Everything I got to do is the hard way. But we'll make some off grid hamburgers here. But I need to get some protein in my stomach. So I want to make a couple hamburgers. Thank you, Father, for allowing Kevin to buy that land, and I have some money to feed myself. I know somebody came in here and gave a cash app earlier, Brother Joe's. Seriously, I apologize. I didn't, like I said, I don't say anything. You know, obviously, okay, cool. I don't know. Again, I do appreciate you guys are always been such a blessing, you know, to this ministry. So give me a moment, and I'm going to get up, and I got to go outside, get the light, and I'll be back here in momentarily, and we'll, I can use some more fresh protein in my body. I feel like I'm kind of crashing. You're a good boy today, Mr. Bobo. I love you, Mr. Bobo. My best puppy. We got some light there. Some fuego, fire. Some fire. So we got a little bit of turkey. We'll make that tomorrow. We'll figure out something to make with the turkey. frozen, boys. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's get some heat on that. No one there. Shakalaka. pan here. Okay. Turn that down on low. Just turn that off. Almost done here. Alright, we're done. Put that other bag on. There it is. Buns. I should be eating bread real well. Oh well. Oh well. Some onion. There. Alright. Oh, the jars, they were frozen, so we had to make us some burgers here. Obviously it'd be a little bit of a emotional roller coaster ride here. Father's got me on. Oh well. Thank you, Father. These might be a whole lot better than what I'm about to eat. Homemade hamburgers. Mm-hmm. Onions and cheese and ketchup and mustard. Yummy. Never ate mustard growing up. So it's very yummy. There's no kids in this burger. These aren't kid burgers, so. Oh man. Body needs that red meat. Oh, thank you, Father. In abundance. Thank you. I like the stir fry. Makes some pretty good Asian. I got the Asian persuasion pretty hardcore up in here. Yeah, leave the kids out of this one, right? Leave the kids out of the dish. So that's good burger though. That's really, Mm. Yes, I need that. Oh, onions. Onions. I need onions too. Onions is another detoxifier. Extra onions. You can see all the onions on there. Lots of onions. Enough where you can definitely taste them. Mm. Oh yeah. So I never expected these last grains of sand to be the way they are, if you will, if you know what I'm talking about. Wow. Who would have thought? Mm. A good burger, man. That burger tastes so good by itself in the season. That's good burger. So yeah, I asked Kevin to take me up to town. I'm like, man, I don't know what's going to happen with me, so I better go get some more red meat. Because these could be my last freedom meals. It's a possibility, guys. It is a possibility. Let's not act like it's not. I don't have any confidence in the system. I have faith in Father. So I know he beats me all the time. So Father's going to have to pull off an absolute, you know what I'm saying? Nothing in this case has gone in my favor. Everything's gone the wrong way. So there doesn't seem, there wouldn't be any reason at the end that it would change unless he made that change. So let's all be real about what's about to happen. Let's not be unreal. I'm going to enjoy my red meat. So I don't eat pork, so they skip meals when I get locked up. So, but they just forget to bring them. I don't want to hear that everybody in the damn place is eating turkey, and not, you know, this is all turkey, and these are turkey and eggs. You just gave me the same meal as everybody else. So, if I wouldn't be in here, everybody be eating sausage and eggs. So, I don't eat no turkey and eggs. That's some good red meat, though. Might not get that for a minute. I'm not trying to be a melodramatic or over dramatic here, guys, either. I'm just trying to be real about this. It's not looking good. Not looking good. I wish I had some confidence to give you, hey, got faith. I can try to show you that, but I'm not faith in the system. I got faith in Father that he's going to do whatever he wants to do with me. Probably not going to be the result I want. All right, I got burgered out. I can't eat all of my burger. Can't eat it all. Oh. That door's getting a little warm in here, huh? It's getting a little warm in here. All right, good stuff. Thank you for the the pause there. Like I said, I went and bought some burger. I appreciate, give me a minute to get some more food in my belly. In my belly. Oh, that was good. It was good. It was good. Very good. Very good. Oh my goodness. Probably should eat those last couple bites. I had a burger earlier today, but I don't normally eat 3 meals a day. I mean, I do sometimes, but there was like ham fries. I don't eat fries, and so. Oh, thank you, Father. So, once again, we're told not to feast, right? Don't sup. Don't sup with vipers. So, thought I'd come in and have a little discussion about the wedding feast of the lambs. So, they used to have their feast of end gatherings and their feast of unleavened bread and the feast of trumpets and the feast of tabernacle. All these were the celebrations of the Old Testament rituals, the laws of Aaron and Old Testament, the set apart days and the days that we were to remember, and the feast of end gatherings. So we're not under this anymore. So Thanksgiving is a great time to talk to your relatives around your Pegmas party, another pagan ritual, Thanksgiving, and tell them what this is about. Thanksgiving is Christmas. Christmas is the Easter. Easter is this, Valentine's Day. That's Halloween. All these are the celebration of these pagan holidays that we're told not to celebrate. So, all trying to get to the to the spring, right? To the new year in the spring. But they got the new year in the middle of the winter. Silly rabbit tricks of her kids. Get it? Spring, silly rabbit. They spring up in the New Year's. No? All right. Somebody's got TikTok brain in here. You got TikTok rot. So, all right. Comfortably numb, huh? So, we don't need no eating the pink slime, huh? Education. You got the pink ribbons and the Can See Her Institute research. Research, huh? Trump just made cannabis illegal. Donald Trump is the enemy of the state. I already told you that. So I don't mean to do politics, many ticks like Joe Trump Biden. He let Biden. He said, I was a snake before you let me in. Then he let Joe Biden. All right. Oh, Father, forgive me for they know. No, forgive them, not me. Forgive them. Rebuke me. Make me walk in repentance and then forgive me, right? That's a process. So can't be forgiven without repentance, and can't have repentance without being rebuked. So these silly little religious idiots, they think they know something about the word, and word to her, play tricks on your nerves. Silly rabbit tricks over kids, and the New Year's does not start in the middle of the winter. So stop being a pagan. Oh, here's what the Lord say, O Israel, learn not the ways of the heathens, and be not dismayed at the ways of the signs of the firmament. For the heathens are dismayed at them. Stop being a heathen, you pagan. You pagan, you silly little pagan. You got heathens, little screaming demons. How about that? Oh, screaming. Look at them demons. I'll get them demons off of me. I'll get them demons off of you. I'll be like Papa when they come to. Disrespect the reaper till it comes for you. Yeah. Whole bag. Hey. Whole bag. Just doing a little Bob, my bad. All right, guys, you got to have a little conversation with me here. I'm going to get off here if you don't conversate with me. Somebody better have a conversation with me. Escalate, de-escalate, up and down we go, round and roll. Rolling like they see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, trying to get me riding dirty. All right, trying to get me riding dirty. Well, I'm not riding, so we're going to be chooching on some cannibal lectors. Oh, already half chooched on that bull. She's a half chooched. Chooching on after the old after dinner mint, because I might be getting locked up. They won't let me out. I've enjoyed my time with you, Sabrina. Thanks for coming in. You're an amazing soul. Thank you for your time. So much for the time. Time's so valuable. You can't get it back. Can't all the time I stole from you. Old pastors, he's a thief. He's a time robber. You know how much time he stole from me? I hope he gave it here willingly, though. All right. Not by my will, but by Father. So thank you for bringing Sabrina in here. Do appreciate all your comments and continued support of this. Like sands in the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Like General Hospital in here sometimes. We were in tears earlier, so Pastor was in tears. Whatever, man. You think I care about tears? So, like I care about what people say. I appreciate your guys' support. So, what happens after I die is truly more important than anything that happens while I'm here. So, they're gonna hate you. Remember, they hated me before they hated you. Remember, you'll be persecuted for my Shem, my namesake. So, thank you for the dialectus, the gloss of the tongue. It's like we're, once again, we do not sup with the vipers. So anyways, oh my goodness, what happened to my chat? They freaking look at where all my freaking chat go. Oh, dude, my chat is way back here. You're eating. What is this? Well, I didn't hear none of this. Holy crap. You really get locked up, boy. You have 5 men waiting on you in a cell block already. Okay there, Billy Loomis. Billy Loomis says, I'm going to have to eat cock meat sandwiches. So, okay, that's where I was at. How's everybody dinner? Let's go back. It's good to be making a stir fry. Okay, I got that one. Kids alone. Okay, there we go. All right, then Billy said that. I'm still listening. Yeah, children. Okay, cool. You're eating and listening. All right, there we go. Once or twice a day. Trumpets. Oh, hand the nice. Bited pillows. Oh, yep, they'd be smashing pillows. Yep. Man who go to bed dreaming of pillow, wake up, pillow, wake up in marshmallow, wake up with no pillow. So, you're going through coins. So nice. Outstanding, Sabrina. Like, yeah, escalate like Warren G. Good stuff. Much love. You too, Marissa. Appreciate all your support of the ministry. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, cool. So I think we got our chat caught back up there. Apologers. They shadow ban my chat often, so I didn't think anybody was having a conversation with me. I was talking to the walls again, but I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. So, all right, hey, whatever, man. We're chooching on some meds that we grew. No, I appreciate it. You know, like I said, this is a really difficult time, but we're all going through a really tough time right now. I'm not the only one here experiencing difficulty. So it's not supposed to be an easy life. You know what I mean? If your life is easy, I'm not quite sure you're not over the target unless you're taking flack. Remember, you'll be persecuted for my name's sake. My name's sake. They hated you. Steak. You know, come on. They want to nail you to a tree. So follow after me, conform to my image. So I appreciate those that are witness, because I know we all have our own struggles, you know, and that's what I'm hoping to this channel, that you can see that I'm still here because I'm girded in faith in his service. That's what keeps me going, not of my own will. I've been ready to kind of give up the ship here. Let what it is what it is. The flesh is weak, man. I'm just a dude. I ain't some special guy. Back when I was younger, might have had some looks, but looks fade, and it ain't all about looks. It's about a wedding. So outstanding. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. That's why you might like it here, because I love the word so much. And I obviously like to dice and chop and slice and dice and grate and, well, whatever. Word salad. Cosmos, an orderly arrangement of words. So Father does it. But yes, absolutely. Thank you for sharing your kind, and not so much kind, but you know, your charitable words with me, because I don't care. You don't have to tickle my ear to be here. You know, I want you to correct me if you can find a flaw. Please point it out. I'm not some kind of perfect man. I'm not trying to be perfect, but I'm trying to be more Christ-like. So I can be lead, follow, or get the out of my way. Remember, so it's kind of a mutual thing. I don't struggle in that area normally. Father gives me the desire, so I wouldn't be here unless he made me. It just kind of works out, you know. So nobody has to ask anybody. It just happens, comes naturally. It's like an organic thing. It's a good relationship. It's a give and take. It's a love and hate. And, you know, I love him and he hates me. So it is what it is. You've been in that relationship before. So darn it. Oh man. So, at least I have a relationship and not a religion. So at least I feel an abundance of that. So, well, he's the word. So words are important to me. That's why I just don't think I'm ever going to actually find anybody to be yoked with. And I think that's fine. I think I found my yoke here at this ministry, and it doesn't have to be with a physical body. You know, there are others who do love the word, and it's been very hard for me to cross paths. You know, path narrow is the way to, you know, not like crossing lightsabers. So, with people that love the word, because the word is so important to me. He is the word. So if the word's not important to you, then you're phileo, you're spun, you're twisted, you're forwarded, and you're perverted, is what the word is. And I don't like to hang out with perverts. So thank you for not being perverts. So, you know, perverting his word and changing and twisting and warping, you know, so different than being a little bit, you know, off, a little set apart, or, you know, not one of these things are not like the other. That's the way it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to go with the herd of goats, you know. His sheep know him by his voice. So they don't, different herd, flock of sheep or a flock of seagulls, you tell me, huh? No, a herd of goats. But no, I do appreciate everybody's time. You know, time is extremely valuable, and we only get so many ticks of that, whatever, talk, if you will, on this walk that we rock. I hope you rock it, or this rock that you walk. So he said he's the Petra. You're supposed to be Christ-like, so not some 33-degree Mason, but I do have a phileo and affection and much agape for this ministry and everybody who's been a part of it, because I never in my thoughts would I ever think that this ministry would be what it is. And I'm glad Father's made it the way it is, the way we get super shadow banned at times, and hardly anybody comes in here. And sometimes the shadow ban opens up and he'll drop one more ear in here or something. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who does it. So the channel is coming up on 23, which is silly, but I don't care about the number, you know, but we throw more people out, sometimes 22,000 people out a week, and then they shadow ban and take and pull out. So that's good. You know, that's what I like. You know, I like it like that. So anyway, any words? I don't want to be in here all night. What time is she? About 8? 6? 6? Hey, I might even come on here later if it's that early in this word. So, but yeah, I might take a pause here, relax, and spend some time with Father. I'll spend some more time with you, and if not, I'll try to come out here tomorrow and hang out with you guys again tomorrow. I only have so many more days for this channel to potentially be up, so I hope you've gleaned from this channel, and I hope you know, even if I'm gone, you come back and sup with all the hundreds and thousands of hours. And I even told you that there's 6 channels that I've done, so you got lots of content that you can go through and just discern all things. I'm not some perfect. You can go through my channels and see that I've had to change things. You don't always get it right the first time. So he said, purify yourself as he purified himself. So that's what we do here. So what an awesome time. And I can't think of much better things that I could do with my time than spend my time here with those that are seeking the truth. Asking you shall receive, right? Seeking you shall find. Knocking I will come sup with you. So, you know, I go on and on about the look at my channels. Look at this stuff. I'm not getting any of this chat. Guys, they're totally banning me. This sucks. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got that. That's something. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, awesome. Would you be writing to you at worst case? Well, Lake County is probably where they take me, Marissa. I just seen that. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with my puppy for a little bit. So I appreciate you guys. Keep banning my chat. I flipped through the live and whatever it is, what it is. I have to go through. There's a top chat and a all message or something. I don't know. This chat sucks, but I do appreciate brothers, sisters, you guys coming in here, and it feels a little later. It feels like it's about 8 or 9 o'clock. I just feel a little overwhelmed today. Not to getting a call, you know, and I knew I wouldn't today. And then tomorrow, if I don't get a call, that means I got to go to trial on Monday. So good for me to be able to take it to trial and not have fear that I might get locked up. And, you know, at least I took it to trial. They didn't willingly let them extort me, you know. So, okay, whatever you think you think you can come mess with me there? Why don't you right now, BBOS, whatever you are, boss. You ain't my ass. Take your ass somewhere else. That's what you are, an ass. Can't learn. And why don't you see what they did to me with the 30 men with guns? You think you can penetrate me? 30 men with guns couldn't penetrate me there, buddy. I'll see you there, okay? Locked up. They won't let me out. Remember? I might be there my whole life, so we'll see what happens. Remember, I have the right to protect myself. I've been locked up before there, dingbat. An ass is somebody can't learn. You might go through the content before you open up your pie face hole. Ain't like in your some jail cell, you know, stinging some keyboard. Why don't you worry about your ISIS ass? Because I could take you right now if I don't get locked up, and I can get your IP address and fucking waterboard your dumb ass. Oh wait, waterboarding. Remember, you're messing with a fucking military veteran, an army veteran, and because waterboarding's illegal and I'm military police, we'll booze board your ass. We'll pour wine. Winos ain't afraid of nothing but running out of wine. So what else you got to say there, wino? You don't think I have any protection? 30 men with guns came, try to kill me, and I'm still standing. You think I'm come in some rape cage and you're going to rape me, Big Bob, make me eat cock meat sandwiches? How about your IP address there, dumbass? You could be ice taken to the woods and be, yeah, mind fucked. Silly little child. You gotta think about what you say before you open your mouth. You could be caged. You're out of a cage right now. Remember, you got an IP address, you little child. 5 guys with rags that come rag your ass. Pour water. Maybe, remember, that's illegal. Booze. Winos ain't afraid of nothing but running out of wine. What else you got to say there, wino? Let me see you pitch, you little bitch. I ain't gonna be your bitch. You don't know who you're fucking with. Careful there, IP. Yeah, you could be taken out to the woods and poured wine over your ass. Remember, wino? What else you got to say? You ain't said shit, you little keyboard warrior. Soon. Come on, I'm waiting. How many words per minute do you got? Oh, did somebody already chuck fuck you and stick you in your face, pie hole? You eating cock meat sandwiches there? Little, short of words there. Getting cock rocked like a fucking rodeo horse at the fucking Kmart, dumping quarters in the ride. Like an Oreo double stuffed. Cock meat sandwiches and Oreos. Let me introduce you to this ass. Thinks he knows his ass from a hole in the ground. Bet you ain't never spent a day locked up in a jail cell with no other man. Wouldn't make it a day on the streets. Wouldn't make it a day. This is what a keyboard warrior looks like right here. IP. Remember? Your internet address. You ought to think about what the hell you say before you open up your mouth there. You might end up being too poor, get thrown in a cage, a rape cage. What do you got to say about that? Oh, we little shorter words. Do we decide to use our Fifth Amendment, our right to remain silent? Shut the fuck up, STFU, Sierra, Tango, Foxtrot, Uniform. We do not conform outside of the norm. Set apart, imprisoned. Better think about what you say before you open up your mouth there, ass. What kind of person puts ass in their name? Somebody who can't learn. You better think about what you say before you say it. You don't think you couldn't be disappeared and taken to the woods? Yeah, my neck of the fucking woods. Oh, maybe you got a little more going on than booze boarding your ass, huh? It's not a threat. Stop, open up your mouth. Don't write any of your checks that your body can't cash. Cash is king, remember? Not the kind that folds and jingles like money. How about that for some money? What are you sagging? You got so much money in your pants that you're sagging? Pants is sagging, braided hair, sucker stare, but I don't care. Anybody have anything to say for ass before I let this ass go? Let him off a string, like a puppet, like Don Quixote, like a show. Well, maybe it's like Shrek. Donkey, like layers, like onions. Just a short of words, not a damn thing to say, huh? You better be careful what you say in this world. You do have an IP address. So, you do. You got an IP address, and with that IP address, you can be located. So, yeah, I know they're shadow banning this channel, so he didn't say anything because I went through both sides. So, what a mind fuck, huh? Ass, what an ass. Like a cock rock rodeo at the Kmart, dumping coins or tokens, 2 cheeks to the same hole, or 2 wings to the same dragon, or 2 sides to the same coin. Who's gonna ride who? Who's fucking who? You worry about who's fucking you, and somebody's fucking you. Yeah, that's what you're worried about. So you better get it straight. Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. Don't think I ain't played that silly little reindeer game. Whatever happens to me is already written. He said he better have a millstone tied around your neck and to be cast into the sea than to hurt one hair on my children's heads. So whatever's going to happen to me is already written. No man's going to do anything to me that isn't already written from the foundation of the world. I don't care who you are. If you're some man in some black robe, you're a man with a gun. I don't care if you're an army, veteran, military, Navy. Go ahead, bring your ships against me, semen samples. We'll see about that, huh? The beasts out of the sea. So, I guess Mr. Ass doesn't have anything to say. He just shut his mouth. He couldn't learn. Hey, maybe he did. Maybe he's not an ass after all. Mass A is the eating of human flesh. Maybe he's Mass A. But, all right. Love your other sisters. I'd hang out with you a little bit longer, but I'm not getting much of a conversation. I'll just spin this thing in circles. So, Are you on the spectrum? No, you're not on the same wavelength as me. Get it, spectrum. Light. Remember Horizo? I'm the separator of the dark and light, like Pink Floyd, like the light into the rainbow, triangle. Get them up against the wall. But no, that's the dark side of the moon. But these people have been left in the dark like mushrooms. Psilocybin's fed a bunch of shit and left in the dark, so I can't help it, right? Can't turn a goat into a sheep. They're tripping, man. So, all right. Hold on, I'm going to take a bong rip for that case. Unless you guys have something to say and keep me in here, I'd stay here all night. But you guys got to entertain me or something. These are my last moments that I might get locked in a rape cage. So, not worried about getting anybody fucking me in the ass. So, I get fucked by the government every day. Stay out of my personal life, would you please? My sex life is not for to be spoken on this thing. I'm kind of a, in the bedroom kind of guy. I don't share that shit, here on this net web. I don't do the pornea chain, hug, pull your own chain somewhere else. So. If you want to see me, you're going to have to entertain me. Are you entertained? So give them a little bread and circus and they'll never say a damn thing, huh? The only thing it takes for evil to flourish is for good men to be the silent majority. Good man and woman, one man, same people. It's not what goes in a man, it's what comes out of the man. To shut the fuck up and say nothing. That's Psalms, right? You don't read the words, so word to her, play tricks on your nerves. So if this is nerving you, unnerving, well, you can unask the AO. How about that? That's what Ass did. I didn't hear another damn thing out of him, huh? Went to the dam, put a stop to that to get some damn water, but the damn man said there wasn't any damn water, so I told the damn man to keep his own damn water. No. That's not a very good water. He gets, hold on, I get some water to wet my whistle here. I get some water to wet the whistle. All right, we got the waters now, boys. Oh, yeah. Can't do it on the call. I don't know what's going on with me. So, all right. So, how prepared are you? Let's try to pull this over. We'll see if we can actually pull anything out of this chat, or I'll just get off here for a little bit and come back a little later. So, I don't want to bore you guys to death. I'm not worried about boring. Remember, Elon Musk drilling holes in the ground, pounding holes. So, I'll lick the wrapper. Nice. Gosh, dude, this is disgusting. I'm getting no chat, guys. Every time I switch the chat over, they switch it over to the other side. Whoa. Whoa, I'm not getting this. Last thing Marissa said, opposite. All right, we'll leave it on that for a minute. So, more trolls coming in now. Nice. All right. All right, we're back. Let's see what we got with that. So, let's take a pause for the cause. We'll pause and take some since they're going to ban THC, we'll chooch on some of that before they turn that into an illegal substance abuse. Hey, maybe we should eat our last gummy, just because, not because I'm not in pain. I'm all right. I'm a little mind fucked, but I got one gummy left. I've been saving that gummy for months. They didn't have no more pineapple ones. I could have got some other ones, but that's all right. I haven't, like I said, I might go into jail, so I don't need them to sit around for a while. So I could eat that last gummy right now. Boy, that gummy is yummy. Yummy gummy. Yummy gummy. I got one more pineapple gummy. Look, they're going to ban my chat again, and you guys are both saying it on the other thing. So what do we got on chat built on top messages? Let's see. Dude, seriously, they're not letting my... Oh, guys, this is insane. They're not letting any of my chat go through. That's what I'm saying, you guys. You know, Sabrina just said that. Now, I want to make sure the states have their monopoly. Dude, this is insane. Okay, Marissa just said something. And now I have it on. What do I have it on right now? I have on top chats, not all messages. This sucks. They're banning the chat, guys. Every time you guys say something, I can't see anything. No more conversations, I guess. Old Al Gore rhythm is dancing your chat over for between chop chat and all messages. That's what it is. There's no more live chat. They took that away from me. I can't put the background on. They've kiboshed the channel. So Marissa said something less. Let's go to the chat builder. All messages. Yep, now Sabrina said something. And I don't get no THC unless it comes from... See, I'm not getting any of this stuff. They were sure the states, Sunday, Lolo, sorry, just a thought. No THC, it comes from the state monopoly farms. Boo you on YouTube. See, I'm not getting that. I didn't get that chat. THC, Cyper Gummy on Sunday morning. Nothing. So Sabrina said the last chat. See, they're not letting me see. Whatever, if you guys are writing something, I can't see it right now. And I'm back to, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This chat is, we're fucked. So we went to top messages. Let's see if somebody else said something. Oh, now my messages are gone. Now they're all gone. All right, fuck this chat. I apologize, guys. I'm not getting anything. It's been glitching for me all night. See? Yeah, I can't even have a conversation in here anymore. So maybe it's time to take a pause. Because I can't even read your messages, guys. They're just... Marissa said glitching, so I'm on, let's see, I'm on all messages. If we go back to top messages. Okay, hey. Nobody said anything. All messages. All right, cool. I know, like I said, I know it's my problem. It's the chat, guys. It's me, you know what I'm saying? It's the content. Oh, now I got no chat. I lost all the chat, so. Chat filter, all messages. Don't. Yes, it's glitching. Yep, 646 and it's sending the message. See? Don't say chat hello YouTube. So I don't know, guys. Like I said, it's not every. You have to keep switching back between. I'm not seeing any messages show up. The only way messages are showing up now is I switch between top chat and all messages. If you're saying anything right now, last person to say something, don't say chat, LOL, YouTube. So if you're saying something right now and I'm on chat filter change, back to top messages. Yep, I had to refresh to get new messages now too. Yep. All right, guys, let's end this chat. It's not doing anything. I can't see any messages. It won't let me see anything you guys are writing. The only way now I'm seeing something if I have to switch back between top messages and all messages. It's not. I can't see. There's no messages showing up right now. So I'd stay in there with you guys all night, but they're just banning this chat. So maybe I'll take a pause for the cause. It's just the way it's supposed to be. Everything's meant to be. Father doesn't do anything without perfection. So cool. I apologize there, Michael. See, I didn't even see Michael. Dude, what a joke. Trying to spend time with the dog. Yep, cool. So, love brothers, sisters. Hey, Sabrina said, take it easy. Love you. Okay, so, yes, I'm going to hang out with the puppy. Do a little, I'm just going to hang out. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do nothing. I just feel like sitting here and kind of stewing, if that makes sense, for a little bit. I can't change anything, so I need to just hear it, kind of let it, settle in a little bit. I just need to be settled for a little bit. So now we're not getting any messages. Chat filter, top messages, no messages. Chat filter, all messages, no message. Oh, hey. All right, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And we'll see you guys on the next HD Fat, if that's a thing anymore, guys. We're getting on the last days. Could be the last days of this channel. I'm not trying to be some kind of Debbie Downer, but these might be our last couple live streams. So I sure am enjoying my time spending it here. No matter how difficult Father makes it for me, it's worth being here with you guys. So if I don't see you for the end of the night, stay in the Word. Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.